Hello, this is Alechius, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts as the French, as we continue our interwar buildup. Checking all the things, we can continue on. We've got all of our escort fleets set up appropriately. Most of our subs have been built at this point. We have all of our mine layers set up. Empire of Japan's head of Admiralty is suddenly replaced. High explosive incendiary shells. Composite propellants, which is just improves everything, which is nice. Brazil would like to order 2 Magans, but not willing to pay. You know what? We've got the shipyard capacity, why not? No, we don't want to get rid of any of our mothball fleet. And we're going to wait till these come back before we mothball anything or unmothball anything. We almost have Thailand. Financially, we're doing very well. We have a lot of battleships, but I'm not against designing a new one. We've got our battle cruiser. We need our first line battleship for any upcoming war that we foresee. And then we have all of our refit battleships as our second. If we continue to antagonize Austria, then we can at least keep most of the fleet in one place. Question is, do we go for a max build or not? An absolute behemoth? Oh, that's rough. I almost want to go with the Dreadnought 4. It's the hull, we have the stepped, and we have casemates. Whereas this is a flush deck. And smaller. You know what? I know exactly what we're gonna do. 22.3 is optimum. We're going to start there. Of course, we narrow the beam, shallow the draft. I want to keep it like that because we're going to see where she flips over first size increase. We'll just go with 31,000 then. Now we'll decrease it. We'll have plenty of crew. We're going to skimp a little bit, not a lot. Unless there's a good reason to go with a better tower, like it has a barbette on it. See, 8.5 for accuracy, 5 for accuracy. Difference of almost 1,000,000 and 150 tons. We'll go with these, the minimal. So I also want to fit 2 turrets back there if we can. That is not going to fit up there. Ooh, a crane funnel. Crane funnels have the damage control. Just evaluating the funnel capacity with the cost and weight of all of these. And for cost effectiveness, just eyeballing it. There might be a min-max one in there somewhere, but just eyeballing real quick, it looks like the advanced funnel large is a good deal for having just one, maybe two. If we had more, then it would probably be like round funnel 1. Oh, actually, maybe not. Maybe. But if you have more space, yeah, the tall funnel is 6. If we had more space, that's actually not a bad deal. I wonder, does it have space or turret? Or even some 3-inch? No? Casemates, maybe? Nope. This funnel does, though. Alright, let's see if we can fit. That's going to be too small. That's the one I'm looking for. Main guns. I think we used 14-inch on our battlecruiser. I want to move to the 16-inch. That's going to be a tough sell. Maybe do compromise and do a 15. Actually, these are Mark 1s, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, 14-inch is where it's at. We can indeed fit 2. You're gonna have a problem with that? Still. Oh. Okay. It's a little awkward. B-turret has a little bit of a problem with the placement. Not too major though. Still has a good sweep. Then that will allow us to ABXY turret setup. That'll hurt. X turret, but we can fix that. Could even put a 5th turret, but I'm trying to keep this one a little bit smaller. It's really more than we need too, using the tall funnel. Maybe we go smaller then? Two large funnels? Nah, if we can do one funnel, we're gonna do one funnel. So let's use the big one. We'll pull this back. This will help with the forward weight offset quite significantly. There we go. There's our basic profile. Semi-oil, geared turbines, aux, shaft, balanced. Yeah, we're going to use hydraulic. Crop 3. Barbettes, no anti-torp. Triple hulled, reinforced bulkhead, anti-flooding. We're gonna use the older Citadel. Standard ratio. We look at penetration values. Nose fuse, we're down to 5-inch. I want more than that. Let's finish going through this though. I'm going to use light, increased, 2 powder, TNT. soft capped. 10 kilometers or 9.2 inches of penetration. I like that. I'm going to leave this as hydraulic. We are going to enhance the reloading. I'm going to use stereoscopic. Do we want to operate these independently? If yes, hydrophones. If not, no, hydrophone. We're going to use radio direction finders. That is like $2 million. Underwater tubes are the only ones available. We can put 8-inch barbettes on this. The barbettes are in a very aggressive stance, mostly forward. No other barbettes available. Secondary turrets, can we fit them anywhere? We have 2s. Can we get a 3? Nope, just 2s on the superstructure. That works for me. If we do any other secondaries, we can try to get... Yeah, we can actually fit 5s here. You know what? We have all these facing forward to be aggressive. Can I fit 5s on those? Can, but that's not a good area for them. And is that constricted regardless? Ah. Hate when it won't adjust on the other side. What did I just delete? One of the 8s, of course. Which arguably we shouldn't be using 8s. We should be using something like 6s. See how the weight turns out. Yeah, and then we can squeeze something like this in. It's gonna hurt the X-turret sweep, but helps defend to the rear to counter the 8s facing forward. It's an interesting layout. Alright, now for the 2-inch, we want maximum length and actually maximum diameter. So they're almost 3-inch guns. The 5s, what are we looking at? Almost 10 kilometers. That brings it down to 9. I like that. And then with the main battery, we're looking at 1.7% accuracy at maximum range. I'm going to look real quick, but this will likely go back. I want to see what does maximum look like. 2.2% at 25 kilometers, and we can shoot out to 36. I don't think we can even see anything, so we're going to need spotter ships if we do that. That calls into question these 8s even more so, whether they should even exist. How far can we get those? Get those out to almost 14 kilometers with the AP shells, 2 rounds a minute. I actually like that. But these will have an 82-second reload, and the ship is slow. And we're already having trouble with weight. Drop that down. 27 isn't too bad. Casemate armor, let's go with 8 and 4. 5s, we'll do 2-inch on top. Max barbette for the main battery. 6-inch tops. Maximum main belt. Can we get that up? Can. Hydro set's really not that big. Let's do a 2-inch fore and aft deck. For our main battery, we have 23 inches of penetration at max range. Our effective armor is like 11 inches, plus whatever we have in the inner deck, which the inner belt gets us up, because we have the extended citadel. See, to balance everything out, we'll need a rear deck of 3.2. We could drop the reloader. We could also trim the funnel quite a bit. We really don't need that much. Advanced funnel large was what we had before, and that was already quite positive. And we can stick a casemate on it as well. But I'm not too interested in having a 3-inch on that at the moment. So let's see if we can trim that down a little bit further. We go from 40 to 30, which is probably going to put us under, but not by a lot. Trims our range a little bit. That saves us a couple 100 tons. I think we're at our limit. 5.7 inches of deck armor. I had to sacrifice some engine efficiency. We're slow. This is without increasing speed at all. What would it take to get up to 24 knots? That's not too bad, actually. 25. 26. That's starting to get up there. See if we can get up to 24 easily enough. That trims down our deck quite a lot again. Go back down to the 5-inch, 3 inner. We can eke out almost a full another knot. Gives us a little bit more tactical flexibility, but we drop in engine efficiency because we were already down below. So we go back to advanced funnel large and 24.5 knots. We're back to the efficiency we had. And I think that will be the Torville. So this will be a cheaper battleship. See if I can shortcut the load times. What I'm curious about is with the multiplayer DLC that's come out, the shipbuilder is much more responsive, less load times. I'm curious about that. That's something we'll get to see ported into the main game, or did they restructure the code to do that? And that's not realistic. I hope we get to see it. Alright, so this is going to be our max battleship. We're going to do everything with this one. We have 2 funnel slots. We'll get the barbets up there. Going to be 14 inches again. Maybe we do triples. That's going to hurt our accuracy. That's a good angle. As is that. The aft weight offset is quite significant. That's not too bad. Move the engine compartments forward slightly. That definitely helps. If we move up the turrets, yeah, I jammed that one. That is good. We want a minimum of 25 knots of speed with this one. Looking up at the top, going to 24 to 25 is 100 tons, 25 to 26 is 300, roughly. To 27 is another 200, 28 is another 300, 29 is 200, 30 is 200. Same for... Man, we can actually do that. 31? Our engine efficiency is starting to get hit. There's not really a lot of good solutions to get around that. We're all using tall funnel 2s. So we'll have to use force induction if we do this, but we've already sacrificed accuracy on the guns. Make something faster. Triple 14s. And quad turret setup. So go to semi-oil, which is going to help our efficiency, and induced. Geared turbines, which also helps quite significantly. That's still a lot of tonnage. We'll see how it shakes out. Let's get our maneuverability up. In standard format, standard armor, max barbettes, skipping the anti-torpedo bulge again. It is our weakness. It's built in. It saves a lot of tonnage. You see that's like 700. That's a whole bunch more. Oh man, we haven't even gotten to anything else. Yeah, that's going to be rough on tonnage to be that fast. I'm willing to go down to 28. If we do that, we can go to natural boilers. I think we were using soft capped with our other ship. Yeah, that looks right. Almost 10 inches of penetration at 10 kilometers. Tube powder, TNT. ballistic, light shells, increased. I'm going to use the advanced hydraulics on this one, enhanced reloading. We're going to stay with stereoscopic rangefinders though. Man, we're already so heavy. At 28 knots. Shorten her range a little bit. Max armor. Did we use crop 3? We did. Where do we get the extra? Oh, we did Citadel 3 rather than Citadel 2. That gave us an extra 5% on the armor quality. But it's going to give us ship flaws. Trying to avoid that with this generation of ships. See how well that turns out. See if we can get away with 4 inches, fore and aft. See if we can get away with a 3-inch deck. Like 2 inches on the superstructure. I think I forgot to do the conning tower and superstructure armor on our other battleship. I'm gonna short barrel these. Brings us down to 20 kilometers. But we get a round a minute. 3 rounds a minute because it's 3 barrels. Do we go back to the coincidence rangefinder? What's this look like? 20 kilometers, we're at 1.8%. And still there. I'm not sure it's reflecting the gun long range accuracy. I tend to favor the stereoscopic for the reduction in the malice from shell splash interference. Coincidence rangefinders have a lot better aim speed. They tend to have... yes, this tower. They tend to have the... be better at switching targets. Do we throw one up on a platform? Oh, that one gets pinched by the superstructure. I'm curious, does that occur with these ones? Looks like it will, because it's not all the way out at the edge of the deck. Can we move these out slightly? We cannot. Is it as simple as moving it out? Appears to be so, and we can super fire them. There we go. Gives us 9 barrels of 5-inch per side. They have a range of 10 kilometers. I'm not too worried about heavy cruisers. I'm more worried about light cruisers and destroyers. So we'll go out to a 9-kilometer range with these. We'll max range those 3-inch. And we'll see if we can... oh, nope, those are going to poke the X turret. Alright. I'm going to move everything forward slightly. There we go. That works. Alright, that's those ones fixed. What are you clipping into? Badly placed. Ah, it's the funnel got displaced. Not moving with the superstructure. So there, we have long-barreled 4-inch. Also gets out to 9 kilometers. Even shorter than them some. There we go. Performance similar to the 5-inch. Just fires twice as fast. With less than half the damage? No, about half the damage. It gives us a forward weight offset, which is what we want, so we can do that. Oh, that's foredeck. That. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was afraid that was going to happen. And we haven't even gotten to the turret armor yet. Let's go with the 5 and 2, 4 and 2. Actually, let's do 4 and 1. That'll help a little bit. That is a lot of armor. Yeah, I didn't think Turbo Electric's going to save us any weight. This would give us a range similar to the other battleships. Saves us a little bit of weight. I don't want to lose the triple hull bottom. That's a lot of weight too. I don't want to bring the belt down to, the extended belt down to 4 inches. We could go back to dual turrets. I want to do the triples, but it might not be realistic. Actually, with that much, we might be able to get away with something like the King George class of British battleships where they had the split triple and double. It does get us under weight and gives us 10 barrels to work with rather than just 8. But now we have 2 sets of guns that fire at different accuracies at different times. I'm trying to reduce the number of calibers that we're working with. I know that's been kind of a meme for earlier in the series, but It's time to move past that. And that gives us a lot of weight to actually work with to try to armor the deck better. Or even the superstructure, because that's going to take hits. That's 16 inches of protection, effectively. Which gets us in under 15 kilometers, almost 17 kilometers of... Actually, yeah, with the extra armor quality in the inner deck, that makes us immune to our own shells at range. Starting to rethink this a little bit. If we extend them back and we go with the stereoscopic, yeah, we're overweight now. That's 21 inches of penetration. And this is 16, 18-ish plus a little bit more. We'll be getting partial pens against ourselves. At least for the main citadel. I actually kind of like that. And going from the triples to the doubles, we still improved our rate of fire per turret. And she's perfectly balanced. Outstanding. Alright, and there we have the Revanche. That should round out our list of designs for the immediate future. I'm curious what you all think of those two battleships and how many we should build of each. I'm going to lay down, I think, 2 of each to start. I can be convinced to do more of either or both. Or should we do 4 ships per class? Maintenance for the Tourville is 9 million per month. And we did make those battle cruisers cheap. 15 million for the Revanche. I like both designs in their own way. Like, the forward casemates on the Tourville's weird, and I like it. How much money do we have to play with? 34 million. We're about to cut down on the transport capacity. I'm going to build 4 of each to start. We're just going to deal with it. It's going to be expensive, I know. And way too much for our ship capacity. Because we're already building all those other ships. Alright. Suspend them. Still over. Still over. Alright, we're just not going to build the battleships yet. We'll have to wait for stuff to finish. Hopefully it keeps the names. Yeah, we're right at capacity now. I didn't realize we were that close. That's alright, that gives an opportunity for you all to chip in your opinions on what you would like to see. Going to increase tensions with Austria if we can. And we'll advance time at least a little while. 12,000 ton light cruisers. Not that I think we have any hulls that can get that, unless we did like max beam and draft. Thailand has been conquered. Outstanding. We did hurt our relations with Austria. Japan's provoking us, so we may have a war with them, whether we like it or not. We can stave that off. Oh, wow. We can stave that off if we want to. Oh, we got a bunch of oil. That's why we're doing so well financially all of a sudden. Yeah, that was like 25% of our oil capacity. Alright, improve relations with Japan. Yeah, finished a bunch. Full oil burners. That's a nice bonus. Could actually refit the ships we just built for full oil. And lightweight fittings and a new dreadnought. Of course, of course. Sweden wants Spahi destroyers. No, we don't want to sell our mothball fleet. It's keeping the shipyard busy. So I think the Torville is, we're going to keep that and refit it for, actually we'll just view and let's see where it ends up. I'll do that right now. I was going to do it off screen, but I want to see where it's at. I'm honestly surprised we could fit 4 turrets on this design. Copy that design. We get our ship fitting, lightweight ship fittings bonus. So we should see a drop in tonnage. And we'll see more of a drop in tonnage by going to full oil. Actually, no, we don't. Oh, we can't? Why not? Now I'm really curious. Did I misread that then? That wasn't the actual improvement there. Which means we keep the ships as is. Or maybe it locked in the tech when I went into the builder. I'm really curious about that. I will do that off screen. I don't want to delay too much. I want to get these guys in. Oh, I forgot to poke Austria in the eye. There we go. Post 2D stabilization. 2D gyro stabilizer. Nice. And submarine torpedoes. Minehunter Kit 4. That's nice. Forgot which ones we had set up as minehunters. Let's make sure we increase tensions with Austria. Now we have space. Alright, I'm going to look one more time. Except we're going to do it as entirely new because I want to see if that oil-fired boilers are set up. This one has casemates. This is the new Dreadnought hull we got. Seven barrels aside. We do get oil. We locked the tech when we went in to view it as is. Very interesting. We might keep the Tourville as is and redesign a new max battleship rather than using the other one. Wonder if we can... That's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll still redesign a max battleship because we have the new hull now. But we're going to go in and we're going to refit the Tourville so we can use that extra tonnage for extra speed. I'll do that right now so I can show you how to do it if you do not know. So we go to view, and then if we want to upgrade it to the full tech, we go to refit, which will be up at the top as a wrench. Then once we're done refitting it, we can save that and then copy it as a new design and save that. Then we just delete the old Tourville and whatever new name it is, that's the name it is. So we go to refit instead of copy. You see the drop in tonnage, almost 300 tons. We can't change certain things, but we can switch to oil, which gives us more efficiency as well as weight to work with. We could apply additional armor, but I already said I wanted the extra speed. We can go all the way up to 28, and then we have a unified battle line speed of 28 knots. Oh, that works very well. I don't think we can do induced boilers, much as I'd like to. We could perhaps put on a little bit more deck armor. Just a little bit. Save that. I think we can actually build straight to that refit, so we'll leave it. But if you can't build straight to the refit, you use the copy button on what has been refit and you save that. Let's see what name it gives us. I'm curious. Normandy. Okay. So that's a lot of design work. As we wrap up this episode, I am curious. Feelings on the Tourville, how many to make. And then feelings on the Max battleship, yet to be designed on that new hull with the 7 casemates. Yeah, we can't build the Tourville directly. So that means the Tourville is now the Normandy. And we're going to get rid of the Revanche. I'm not going to do that quite yet. But that is what I'm looking for from you. We have the space to actually build some of these. I would like to build 4 of each. So we have a brand new battle line of 8 battleships, along with all of our previous battleships, of which we have how many? A lot. Actually, it should be in politics. 9. So we'll have 17 battleships total. Actually, we should have our fleet in port now. They just got back. Yeah. That means we have Vercingetorix, Sulfurinos, and Palestros. Those are the ones we'd sent far east. Vercingetorix. Sulfurinos. And the Palestros. That should mean the entire fleet is... Oh no, we have the Vertes as well. There it is. Yeah, this is going to tie up our tonnage for a number of months for shipyards. That is now everything refit from the old fleet. Need to suspend about 130,000 tons. We'll pause the Sulfurinos to start. Actually, the Vertes are going to take the longest. Not quite everything. We'll pause the Palestro herself. That gets us on our tonnage and we're good to go. Transport capacity, excellent. Does it not charge us? No, the fleet maintenance went down because they all came back. I'm actually... Should we leave that maxed? There we go. I'll keep our transport capacity nice and even. Our training is still trained. That might very well be the max. Swimming in money now, so we can't afford to build a lot of these new expensive projects. But with that, we are clearly at the end. So, hope you enjoyed as much as I did. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think. And I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.